going to head straight into his kitchen. What are you cooking?
Nigerian jollof, you know? Yeah.
So, guys, let's go.
All right. Yeah, welcome.
What you have here? That's plantain.
Yeah.
And you've got your carrots.
Yeah, some vegetables.
And
Grilled.
already grilled.
Yeah.
What is this? Chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
Chicken.
Niger style.
So,
Brown skin girl.
and you have your rice.
That's the rice. Yeah.
Boiled.
It's boiled already.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's blended tomato,
Okay.
capsicum, onions,
Oh.
you know, ginger, garlic, everything. blended.
So quickly for the guys for the people that are viewing and wondering, what are the recipe? What's the stuff that you need to make the perfect Nigerian jollof? Can you just quickly just
yeah, so
give us a run through?
we got our thyme.
Time, okay.
Yeah.
That's the time.
We've got our curry.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much I have my Maggi.
The seasoning cubes.
Yeah, the seasoning cubes. I've got salt.
Salt.
Yeah, and then I love the sesame oil because it gives it a very good taste.
Oh, okay.
You know, especially the smoky Niger taste. Something about cooking, yeah. You can have two people cook with the same stuff and it will taste totally different.
Yeah, that's in the style, right?
Yeah,
Different style.
Yeah, it comes from within. So most times when people talk about hiding their recipes, no, I give it out.
That's not your thing.
It's not my thing.
Cool.
It's different. Yeah, so I'm about to like fry it. Just do the fries,
What are
you
you
know.
frying?
Have to fry the onions before I put the tomato and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Nice.
so I add my salt just to give the oil the taste.
I'm learning too, guys. I'm learning.
Yeah.
So, Destiny, growing up, how was it like? I mean, there are a couple of people, in Nigeria, as long as you have females in your family,
Yeah.
you probably, as a guy, you probably don't see the need to learn how to cook. So,
Yeah.
how was it growing up for you?
So for me, it was a very funny story, yeah, because in my house back then, we had some helps, we had cooks in the house, but what my mom would do, my mom would ask the helps to cook for every other person, and then my mom would want to cook for my dad. And then at some point I was like, man, I won't eat what the helps made, you know, I'll eat the one mom she made.
Yeah.
And then my pops, being a man, got jealous and would be like, no, you must eat every other person's food. This one is my wife, she's making it for me. And I kept on insisting. I'm like, no, I'll eat one mom she made. And then at some point he was like, okay, if you're not going to eat what the helps made, then you stay hungry. And this particular day I went and I didn't eat the entire day because he wanted to make sure I ate what every other person was eating. And I was so hungry the entire day. And then I was like, you know what? No one will make my food. I'll go to the kitchen and make it myself. And that was how it started, I started making my food. And when I got into uni, I would cook every day in uni. I cooked for 4 years.
Literally learned how to cook from revolting at home.
As a rebel, man. So, and that was it. And like they say, practice makes perfect. I kept on doing it until I started learning the whole thing. And then I realized it was something that I really enjoyed doing. I could be in the kitchen the entire day and I'm cool.
Bro.
Yeah.
When someone says that cooking is their fun, that's him right here.
Yeah.
That's him right here. So what are you doing right now?
Yeah, so trying to fry the tomato. I blended the.
So this right here is blended tomato,
capsicum,
capsicum,
onion,
onion, garlic, ginger.
Yeah.
So all of this stuff was blended together, and right now he's frying it.
Yeah, we'll have to let it cook a bit, you know.
So guys, this is the tricky part. From my little experience, you have to fry this to a certain point. So just keep a close look and see when he stops frying it.
Yeah.
So when this is done, what's next?
Pretty much I have to fry it to like get it dry.
Yep.
You know, and then at that point I'll need to add the ingredients, you know, put the spices and stuff to give it the taste. Then add my water. You know, I have my stock already from, this is the stock from the chicken. Yeah. And then add the stock from the chicken, you know, and then add a little bit of water, put your rice, and you're good to go.
So guys, actually from my experience, I think people that know how to cook are actually quite selective. So how do you handle these things? Like, you cook, you perfectly know how to cook.
Yeah.
Are you open to try and enjoy other food made by others?
Well, the tricky thing about most chefs out there, most chefs hardly eat their own food, you know? Yeah, they after, like, I mean, you'll be in the kitchen, you're seeing your food, you're perceiving it, you know, you feel food
and that's
already.
It for you, yeah.
You know? So it's in us to always want to experiment other food, you know? Like for me, I can eat anything. I just want to look for that taste. There's something we always look out for.
I already feel like once you have that first bite, you're like judging the food immediately.
Well, the thing is, so that's where there's a difference between being a chef and just being a normal cook. Do you understand? For chefs, we already know that, I mean, you're professional. You learned, you know, some things. You learned some professional part of the art, you know. So we are not quick to judge because we don't expect everyone to be perfect, you know. And for me, I'm a very experimental chef. Whatever thing I eat, I try to look out for one taste, whatever the taste is, you know. So I'm not expecting the meal to be perfect in my tongue and everything, no. But I always want to look out for something I can take away from it, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a food that you got a bad response from? Like, you know, someone eats the food and then you hear them saying, "Oh, something is off about this food."
So the thing is, for me, I'm a critique of myself when I'm cooking, you know. So even when I make some meals that don't go well, while I'm serving it, I'm already criticizing the food. You know, like there'll be times probably you put something and it's a bit too salty, or maybe it's a bit too peppery, you know, too much of chili and stuff. Or maybe sometimes you may make something and it's soggy, you know. So yeah, I've had a couple of reviews, you know, negative reviews, which interestingly, there are things you already knew. They are the chef's mistake, you know. That we have what we call the chef's mistake, and it's always a bad day because no chef wants to come out, you know, with something wrong.
And I feel like at the point when you find out these mistakes as a chef, most times it's always too late to correct them.
Yeah. But again, that's the very interesting thing about being a chef. Yeah, I tell people that being a chef is just like being an artist when you're drawing. You know, we know how to play around with whatever thing you have to cook with and to, you know, edit some errors you've made. You know, but sometimes it's already too late and you just have to put it out there. And you know, cooking has to do with feeding the eyes before you feed the tongue. You know? So those are the things you have to put in place. So sometimes the food might not taste well, but as a chef, you make it taste well in the eyes.
Yeah, you make it appealing first,
very
you know,
appealing,
and some people actually get like, some people look at the food and then, oh my God, they're like filled up there. You know, they're okay looking at the food.
Exactly.
So you end up you know, appealing to people that just take a look at the food without eating the food.
And that's why most high-end restaurants, you know, all over the world, I mean, with big respect to their chefs, but the thing is, most times the food is not always all that.
It's the
but then they have good
presentation,
everything. So even men looking at it, you're
You're
full,
good.
you know.
You're
So
good.
you wouldn't give them so much of the thumbs down if the food doesn't taste right.
You know, it's actually one thing to know how to do something, and another to be able to impact that knowledge into someone else.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I know how to swim, but I find it difficult to teach people how to swim.
Yeah.
So how easy is it for you to teach someone how to cook? You know, there's a lot of people out there, I'm sure pretty much here in Australia, if you're in Australia, if you're in Brisbane, wherever you are, a couple of people might, of course, want to learn how to cook these Nigerian foods, jollof, soups, name it. You know, how easy is it for you to teach, impact that skill into someone?
Well, thank you for this question, because I mean, it leads me to telling the entire world about the project we have coming on, you know. I'm about to launch, you know, a Nigerian restaurant, you know.
You heard it first. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're about to launch a Nigerian restaurant, and the thing about the restaurant is it's gonna be beyond just coming in to eat, you know. It's all about your experience, you know. So in addition to the restaurant, we're gonna have like classes, online classes on TikTok and Instagram, where I have to take people on, you know, different steps of making our different meals: Nigerian jollof, egusi soup, vegetable, fufu, you know, everything we have in Nigeria. So yeah, it's something. I mean, we still partner, you know. It's something we can still. So yeah, it's coming on, and then we'll have to let people know how to go through these processes. Like I said, I'm not one who tries to like hide their recipes and say, no, I don't want you to learn my secret. I'm one who believes that, man,
open hands.
It's open, yeah. I mean, if you're born to do it, you're born to do it, you know.
Guys, the truth is, here in Brisbane, we have a very low supply of our Nigerian food.
Yeah.
And you actually heard it here first.
Yeah.
Destiny here is actually thinking about solving this situation for Nigerians and generally all Africans.
Everyone, not just Africans, even the Westerners.
Yes.
Funny enough, they love our meal. Like, I've had a couple of Australians come around.
Please tell us. Have you like cooked our dishes for Australians?
So we had an event in my church, and you know, it's a church dominated by the whites, you know, but it was an African day, and then they were like, okay, Nigeria, Destiny represent Nigeria, make something from Nigeria. And then I had to make jollof rice and our chicken. Bro, it was a sellout.
My God.
We had the longest queue. People would come after eating, they would come back again. And funny enough, it was a bit spicy. Like, the chili was a bit high.
I was going to ask, because normally our food, we love putting pepper. So how do you try to, you know?
Yeah, so I try to moderate it. And the good thing is, when they want to eat, you like ask them their level of tolerance for pepper, you know. Some of them are high tolerance, some of them are very low tolerant, you know. But yeah, the surprising thing is that they like it. They'll be like, yeah, I know Nigerians, you like chili, put the chili, I want the chili, you know. So yeah, it was a good turnout. Like, we had over 300 people eating our Nigerian jollof. Wow. And there was one interesting one that happened in my house on the Gold Coast, you know. I had this guy come clean my pool, and I was making our stew, and the guy was perceiving it from the pool, and he was done, and he was like, bro, what are you making? Like, it's Niger stew. It's called Niger stew. And then I was like, would you want to have a taste? He said, yeah, sure. And bro, this guy had the meal and had another one. The following weekend, he came with his friends.
Wow.
You know, and they were like, please, can you make that Niger stew, you know? So yeah, it's something, you know, it's something I'm looking forward to and having them do. Yeah.
Nice. So how's the stew coming along?
Yeah, it's getting dry. Yeah. Niger jollof is not Niger jollof if it doesn't have that firewood feel. So yeah, we have to let it burn a bit.
Guys, so it takes quite some time and some skill. You know, crafts like this takes a lot of time. So, you know, get it to perfection.
So at this point, I just spice it a bit.
So you just added
Yeah, so I spiced it up
Yeah.
and then added the meat, the chicken stock.
okay.
Yeah.
So guys, time to put in the rice now. So this rice has been parboiled already,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You parboil it and then
Okay.
wash off excess starch. Yeah. I usually like to cover with this.
So a little recap. We fried the stew.
Yeah.
We fried the tomato.
To a point that
And,
it's dry.
Yeah, to the point where it's dry.
Yeah.
And then you added the meat.
Before then you spice it up.
Okay.
Put your spices.
Added
you
some
know.
spices.
Yep.
And the meat stock.
Then the meat stock.
And then
add water.
Add water to your gauge.
Yeah. Let it cook a bit.
Yep.
And then once it boils, then you put the rice.
Now you put the rice.
Yeah.
And what's that?
It's a foil paper. So
Okay.
the essence of the foil is so that it can slow cook and then use the steam. The steam from the food to get it done.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many minutes do you reckon this takes?
30 to 45 minutes.
30 to 40. So as soon as you get it covered like this, guys, you give it an extra 30 to 45 minutes and
slow cook. Yeah.
And voila,
you're good to go.
Food is ready. So what time does the carrots and
so this is pretty much for dressing. So this is the green onions and then carrots. You just use it for dressing when the food is ready.
Oh,
like when it's just put it in the food for like 1 minute, you know,
okay,
just to simmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's that?
So this plantain, most people
it looks like bananas though, but it's not.
In Australia they call it banana, but this is plantain. It's different. So you
and
fry
we call it what? Dodo.
Dodo. Yeah. Dodo.
Yeah. So and I guess this more like a side dish, maybe.
Yeah, it's a side. You know, once you do your jollof rice is always cool with either moi moi or plantain, fried plantain. Yeah. Chicken out.
Wow. Who will spell romanticism?
Oh, sorry.
Romanticism.
Please, what's your language?
Romanticism.
No be romanticism. Romanticism.
Romanticism.
The sickness.
R-O.
Hey.
Hey Siri.
I never even sabi spell myself.
M-A-T-I-C-I-S-M.
Yeah, no be only round. I don't know RH.
It's actually Arhead.
RH.
Arheeufatism.
Oh.
How does it take rhyme?
Who can name African country that starts with Z?
African country.
Yeah.
There's no
Zimbabwe!
Oh yeah. You got that. Oh, actually, Zambia. Yeah, I never get. But is it cute? You know the Kisara Sara.
Equatorial Guinea, na, you know.
Funny that I bought it Qatar.
Qatar no be African country.
And Uchan on the ball. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper.
Bro, so
Yeah.
what be your red flag in a girl? Like, you know, what's your red flag in a girl?
And we will have
Red flag, you ever say something a girl go do like this, you will say, man, red flag.
Yeah, we don't want to do one place.
We are throwing shit.
What do you mean by get that don't
We are
want
throwing
place?
shit.
What do you mean?
No one day one place.
What do you mean by one place? Like,
So you think it's for me, yeah?
the delivery. And the whistle.
Oh, I won.
For half-time
I like-
in this game.
I like to present my girl as a queen. Do you understand? And she should have that aura, that glory.
Yeah.
can I should listen to this?
So, and as such, she's not supposed to be
And an intriguing
easily
second
accessible
half
by
in progress.
everyone and anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Only
once-
for kings.
You understand?
It's only for kids.
But once I see that she's the type that just wants to be all over the place, now I'm out.
All over the place as in how?
Literally, she wants to be with everyone and anyone.
It's there for him. Brilliantly blocked.
I've answered your question.
Good
I
pressure
still
to
don't
win the
understand.
ball back high up the pitch.
So it's be your kind of woman.
I like a very goal focused woman. And then again, someone that is not all over the place, someone that is not, you know,
Oh!
she's reserved and, you know.
Oh! Yeah! Sorry.
My lord, comport.
Yeah, she's not all over the
I love a
place.
private woman, someone who is goal focused and then
My guy don't run. You guy don't end up.
yeah,
Private.
because I'm very private.
Mm.
I don't want someone that will just
What the fuck?
Private person.
Destiny will see your babe out there. See her. Nah, I don't want that.
Cheers, bro. The food was very fantastic, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very wonderful. Oh, this is wonderful. This is nice.
Eyes are tearing.
Food is bringing tears to your eyes. So who are you in the clubs? Like you go to the club. Like, are you the type of person that just starts mingling?
Now, when I'm in the club, I love to dance and I love to dance by myself. You know, I'm very chilled, but I dance a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I don't look out for.
This is attention.
Man, me. I'm the person that stands by the corner,
And watch.
sits on their seat with my
And
drink
collect.
with my drink in my hand.
And receive.
Yeah.
I receive. You know the chop and drink. I receive.
Thank you.
I really don't like the
Just
whole.
leave and then do it.
I really don't like the whole trying to mingle with everyone in the club.
Nah,
You know, most times when people get drunk, they want to shake you. They want to. I'm like, from where to where? You know?
Have you ever gotten drunk in the club?
Drunk? No.
No.
You're full.
No, I'm talking about rum.
I don't feel.
How much are you ready to spend on the first date with a girl?
No budget, man.
No budget, yeah.
What if it's just 1K?
Yeah. No budget.
No budget.
No budget. No budget. Like, I feel like it depends on, you know,
The person.
not really the person. I mean, before you actually agree to go on a date with someone, the person is the person. Like,
Yeah.
you're trying to, you know, but it depends on what you guys intend doing, you know, because everything has a different price.
Yeah.
If you want to go skydiving or something, it costs more. If you just want to go for a dinner,
Yeah.
you know, but
But regardless, you just make
regardless,
sure you're well.
it has to be premium, you know. Not really premium, but I mean, something that is, you
Yeah.
know, yeah. So what nationality would you say have the prettiest girls?
Oh, damn. Ethiopia.
For
Eritrea. Ethiopia, Eritrea, then Nigeria.
Mm.
it's Nigeria.
I feel like Ethiopia is like the Spanish girls of Africa.
See, in every 5 Ethiopian girls, the 4 are damn pretty. But in 5 Nigerian girls, 2 or 3 can be fine, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, give it to them. Ethiopian girls are.
Disclaimer: beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So Nigerian
Thank
girls
you.
don't come for him.
Oh, I've ever thought this one since.
Because Nigerian girls will come for you.
No, some beauty is just in the eyes of all the beholders, man. And some girls are fine, and everyone would turn to look at them a second time. Yeah. And Ethiopian girls, they've got it. Trust me. I know girls to an extent, so.
It's a girl from Ethiopia.
My girlfriend.
Where's she from?
She's a citizen of the world. She's a world citizen.
This is a diplomatic answer.
She's a world citizen.
How do you like your diplomacy?
And babe, in case you're watching, I love you.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god! Good, because I watched I love you.
Ah.